Hello everyone, my name is Anishra and I'm an intern at Lexis & Company. Today in this video I'll be discussing about the adultery, what it is according to law, and how decriminalization of adultery took place in Joseph Shine versus Union of India. So let's proceed. In India, section 497 of the IPC 1860, it defines adultery as whoever has sexual intercourse with a person who is or whom he knows or has reason to believe to be the wife of another man without the consent or connivance of that person, such sexual intercourse not amounting to the offense of rape is guilty of the offense of adultery and shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which makes 10 to 5 years, or with fine, or both. And in such a case, the wife shall not be liable or punishable as an abettor. And in section in 2018, section 497, it was struck down by the Supreme Court in one of the case, that is the Joseph Shine versus Union of India. It was a remarkable case as in this case the court has unanimously by the constitutional bench of 5 judges comprising of Justice Deepak Mishra, Justice Ajay Manikaro Khanvilkar, and Justice Rohinton Nariman, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, and Justice Indu Malhotra. All these, they have held that in this matter, that if any aggrieved spouse commits suicide based on the evidence, could be treated as an abetment of to committing suicide, attracting section 306 of the IPC. However, the section 497 got also decriminalized in this section in this case, and it continued to be it was treated as a valid ground for divorce according to the pronouncement of this case by the Chief Justice Deepak Mishra and Justice A.M. Khanvilkar in the instant case. So, in the instant case, it was such that the petitioner was Mr. Joseph Shine. He was an hostelier in Italy, and though he was personally unaffected by the law, but his petition was accepted in the view of the locus standi right and or capacity to bring an action or to appear in the court in the PIL form, and with an objective of welfare of the society or to bring justice in the society. In this case, the petitioner argued that the law deprives women of the fundamental right to sexual autonomy, while government on the other hand argued that it is an essential element to maintain the sanctity of marriage, although it got recognized under section 497 as discriminatory against women, and proposed to make the offense of adultery as gender neutral. So in this case, it was held that criminalization had restricted the following rights of the woman, like the right to sexual autonomy as is provided under Article 21 of that is the right to life of the Constitution. The second one, it prohibits the right to sexual expression as is provided under Article 19, that is the freedom or to right to freedom of the Constitution. It is also going against or restricted the rights of the woman with regard to the right to equality and the right against discrimination as is provided under under Article 15 of the Constitution. It was also considered that it restricts the interference of the state in personal matters of an individual. However, this applies for both men as well as women. Now, this with regard to this, the Chief Justice of India, Honorable Justice Deepak Mishra and A.M. Khanvilkar, they had held that section 497 of the IPC creates differences on the basis of gender stereotypes that creates a dent on the integrity of women. And they also stated that the emphasis on the consent of the husband, it also amounts to the subordination of the woman, and however also it violates Article 21 of the Constitution. According to them, the adultery is not a crime, but they say that the adultery is better to be left for as a ground of divorce. So it was considered in this case that adultery though it was decriminalized, but it was considered that it could validly be considered to be as a ground for the divorce. Thus, they declared Section 497 of IPC unconstitutional, and they also declared Section 198 of CRPC in relation to this offence of adultery as unconstitutional. And this was all about decriminalization of adultery and adultery. So I hope it was understandable, and thank you for listening.